Hello everyone, my name is Ritesh and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the editorial video of the first problem of August Long Challenge 2020. The name of the problem is Chef Wars. So before understanding the logic of the problem, let's first read the problem description. So let's start with the problem. Chef is on a ice planet Hoth and he fights with Darth. Okay, and the fighting style of Darth is Darth does not attack, but he simply defends and let his opponent tire out himself. Okay, so Chef has a lightsaber which has a attack power denoted by P. He keeps hitting Darth with the lightsaber. Every time he hits, Darth's health decreases by the current attack power of the lightsaber, that is by P points. Afterwards, P decreases to P by 2. Okay. If the attack power of Chef becomes 0 before Darth's health becomes 0 or less, then Chef dies and Darth wins. Otherwise, Darth dies. Okay. So here please note that Darth's health can be 0 or negative, but the minimum power of the lightsaber can be 0. Okay. So here is the input. The first line of the input will tell us the number of test cases, and then the first line of each test cases will give us two integer input, which is H and P. Here H is the health of Darth and P is the power of Chef's lightsaber. Okay. What will be the output? The output will be, we will print 1 if Chef can beat Darth. Okay. And we will print 0 if Chef dies. Okay. I hope you all have understood the problem description. Now let's see the logic of the program. So these are some points to consider. Please note that Darth doesn't attack, he just defends himself. Chef only attacks during the fight, and Darth has a health H, Chef has a power P, and every time what we have to do is we have to subtract P from H and then divide P by 2, and we will do this process till both the values of H and P are positive, because when both the values, that is the health of Darth and the power of the lightsaber, are positive, till then we can't decide who is the winner. Therefore we have to do this process again and again till the value of H becomes 0 or negative, or the value of P, that is the power, becomes 0. Okay, now let's see the winning condition. If Chef's power P becomes 0 before Darth's health becomes 0, then only Chef dies. Okay, and then when Chef dies, we have to print 0. Otherwise, if the health becomes 0 before the power, then Darth dies and we have to print 1. Okay, now let us understand the problem with some examples. So let us consider the value of H initially is 10 and the power, that is the power of the lightsaber, is 4. Okay, now since both the values are positive, we can't decide who is the winner. Okay, then what we will do is we will subtract P from H. So the value of P is 4 and value of H is 10, and if we subtract P from H, now H will be 6, and then we will divide P by 2, so the value of P becomes 2. Now the new value of H and P are 6 and 2 respectively. Okay, now again H and P are greater than 0, so still we can't decide who dies or who wins. Okay, so again we will do the same process. We will subtract P from H, so we will get 4, then we will divide P by 2, so the value of P becomes 1. Now in the third case also, the value of H is 4 and P is 1. Still both the values are positive. Still we can't decide who dies. So here the value of H becomes H minus P, that is 4 minus 1 is 3, and the power becomes 1 divided by 2, that is 0. Okay, now the value of H is 3 and P is 0. Here the value of H is positive, but P becomes 0. So we can say that the power of Chef's lightsaber becomes 0 before Darth's health. So here we conclude that Chef dies and Darth wins. So we have to print 0. Okay, I hope you all have understood the example. So let us consider another example where Chef wins. Here is the example. Here we have considered the health of Darth as 10 and power as 8. Okay, then since both the values are positive, we will subtract P from H, so our H will be 2, and then we will divide P by 2, so our power will be 4. Okay, now again since both the values are positive, we will again subtract P from H, so our H will be minus 2, that is 2 minus 4, and then we will again divide p by 2, so the power will be 4 divided by 2, that is 2. Now we can see that the power is positive, but the value of the health of Darth becomes less than equal to 0. So Darth's health is less than equal to 0, so chef wins. Okay, then we have to print 1. Now let us understand this problem with another example. Here we have considered the value of h as 3 and the value of power as 2. Okay, since both the values are positive, we will do a process, that is we will subtract p from h. So here h will be 1 and power will be 2 divided by 2, that is 1. Now both the values are positive, that is 1 and 1. Okay, still we can't decide who dies, so we will do h is equals to h minus p. So our value of h becomes 0, and also the value of p, that is p divided by 2, will become 0. Now you can see that the value of h and p becomes 0 at the same time. So now there can be a confusion that who wins the game. Okay, so if we read the winning condition again, that is if chef's power p becomes 0 before Darth's health, then only chef dies. Okay, otherwise chef will win the game. Okay, so here the value of h and p becomes 0 at the same time, so we can say that Darth's health is less than equal to 0, so chef wins. Okay, then we will print 1. Okay friends, I hope you all have understood the logic of the problem. Now let's see the code. Okay, so here is the code. Here I have taken input of h and p, okay, in the variable, in two different variables. Now we are using a while loop, and this while loop will run till the value of h is greater than 0 and value of p is greater than 0. Okay, why? Because till the time both the values are positive, we can't decide who dies. Okay, so we will run this loop till value of h is greater than 0 and value of p is greater than 0 at the same time. Okay, and whenever the value of h becomes 0 or less than 0, or value of p becomes 0, the loop will stop, and then we can decide who dies. Okay, so here the loop will run, and in the loop we will do h is equals to h minus p, and then we will divide p by 2. Okay, and now when the loop ends, so we have to decide who dies. Okay, so here I have used the ternary operator. So the condition we will check here is whether value of h is less than equal to 0. Okay, if this is true, then we can say that the value of health of Darth is less than equal to 0 and chef wins the fight. Okay, so we will print 1. If this condition is false, which means the value of health is greater than 0, so we can say that the power is 0, and when the power becomes 0 before the health of Darth, then chef dies and we will print 0. Okay, so this is the code. This was a very simple code. Now let's submit this program. Okay, so here is the code. If I press the submit button, so you can see here the code is accepted and the total score is 100%. Okay friends, that's it for this video. If you want the code and the explanation of this problem, there is a link in the description, which is a link to my blog. You can go there and you can see the code and the explanation. So if you found this video helpful, then do like this video and subscribe to my channel for further notifications of the video. And